Hello everybody, I'm back to talk more about Fallout Oklahoma because I didn't really talk about it much since the video was only 4 minutes long, so I'm going to talk about it more in detail and talk about some of the comments and thoughts you guys had, so let's get into this. First off, a commenter mentioned Route 66, which I completely forgot about. It's one of America's most famous highways, which goes right through Oklahoma. This could add really cool places to explore like themed diners, roadside attractions like the world's largest yarn ball, or robot, something Fallouty. Also, it adds a nice bit of highway and car culture, 50s vibes that would fit perfectly in Fallout. Another thing about the highway is it's very big and important, which almost goes across the country, which means travelers and traders will definitely be using it if it isn't badly damaged. This could be a highway that the tribes or factions fight over for control and would have to protect from the raiders for certain. Now, I don't think Route 66 is going to be the Hoover Dam of Oklahoma, like the place that everybody fights over. But it'll definitely be the place that people use, live at, and protected by factions. Also, while I'm on this topic, I thought of a pretty fun faction. A faction that worships Route 66. Like they wear Route 66 merch, they travel up and down the highway, and live at roadside attractions. What do you guys think of this faction? Another comment mentioned that Oklahoma is a big oil producer, which he says will have an interesting history with the resource wars, which I agree with. I also think it will add more interesting places to explore, like abandoned oil fields, old company housing that were abandoned when the oil dried up. That's all I got to say about that. I just think it'd be fun to explore old dusty oil fields with Deathclaws like Corey Junction. Now, I got a genius comment, absolute brilliant comment. Rad NATOs. Now, I never thought about this, but it's such a good idea. It got me thinking about weather in general. They could add rad dust storms, like in Fallout 4, like their storms, or like the commenter mentioned, rad NATOs that would throw the player around. I imagine it ragdolling you like miles away, like the giants do in Skyrim when they hit you. I don't know. I think it'll be a really funny idea. I want to hear what you guys think about this. Also, Oklahoma has a lot of nuclear missile silos. So if there's any missiles left that weren't fired or couldn't fire, the factions like the tribe or the Legion could use them against each other. If there's no nukes left, there'll be a lot of cool places to explore, like abandoned bunkers or military bases that could have some cool lore at least. As I said in the last video, the tribes would be a really fun faction or factions. Now, I imagine the tribes either being united with a council of chiefs from each tribe, or they're still independent fighting among each other. But either way, it'd be really fun to see. I personally like the idea that the tribes are independent and the player has to put them together, like unite them. Or if you're a bad guy, you have to convince some of the tribes to defect and go to the Legion side. Now, I don't know much about Native American culture or life, so I'm going to only talk about the stuff I know about, which is nothing because I did no research on this video. Now, but what I do know about is some simple stuff, like the reservations. Now, each tribe could still control their reservations like in real life, which were probably not badly hit by the bomb since they are far away from the cities, which is an advantage for the tribe. But correct me if I'm wrong, anybody from Oklahoma, but reservations are very poor and don't have the best housing or infrastructure. So that'd be a disadvantage for them. Oh wait, I almost forgot. The native casinos. Yeah, that'd be a very, very interesting factions and very interesting places to gamble at. That's all I got to say about that. It'd be fun to gamble there. Plus, it'd be like the casinos from Vegas. Another cool thing to think about is, how did the pre-war government treat the tribes of Oklahoma? Or Native Americans in general? Good? Bad? I don't know. If the government experimented on its own people, it probably messed with native tribes. Now, Vault-Tec probably made these vaults in Oklahoma for the tribes, and 100% made them experimental vaults, which could make some interesting stories and more fucked up vault lore. Now, like I said, I don't know much about Native American tribes, but what I do know is Fallout, and after 200 years and a bomb getting dropped on you, your way of life changes a lot. Some of the tribes could have started raiding people and murdering people to survive. And maybe some tribes started to help people and stay peaceful. But no matter what, after 200 years, these tribes should be very different from their real-life counterparts. Now, they will have a little bit of their past selves, but they will definitely have a spice, a little bit of Fallout in them that'll change them up a little bit. Now, I know it would be just as cool if a Fallout game was in Texas or Chicago, but I like Oklahoma because I don't know much about Oklahoma. I don't hear much about Oklahoma. That's the magic of it. It's a small state that people don't hear about. And if a Fallout game was set there, it could really give it a spotlight, and I could learn about a place I haven't heard about. So that's why I think Fallout Oklahoma would be great. Well, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. If you guys can give me your thoughts via comment down below, I'll appreciate it a lot. Also, if you guys could subscribe, I'll appreciate that too. If that's too much, give me a like. So, well, goodbye. Thank you for watching Antarctic Entertainment. See you guys next time.